Yo, this is DROK. This is part 2 for beat mastering. Leave a comment because that's how I'm making these videos. That's how I'm responding to everybody to go in depth with any kind of audio techniques or mixing or mastering or how to use DAWs or production or engineering. Alright, so the first thing I do is I'm going to play the beat. It's the same beat from the last video. So first thing I do is I start with a maximizer or limiter, one or the other, or compressor, but I really don't use compressors that much anymore with beat mixes, just because a lot of times it'll take away from the low end and I don't want that, or I'll make it like too loud. So really what I'm doing is I'm using a maximizer from Ozone, it's from Isotope 7. You can just hit them up, buy it, get their whole mastering suite. It's super dope. So I start with this right here. You can start with a preset. That's actually probably the best way to start. Start with a preset and then just start editing from there, and then you'll kind of figure out how it works, and you can kind of adjust it the way you want. But I'll just start from scratch. So I'm gonna play the beat and I'll just mess with it, and as I mess with it, just listen to what it changes in the beat, whether it squashes it, makes it sound louder, makes it sound bigger, makes it, too compressed or too much limiting, or it's just not doing nothing to it. So let's see what that did, if it did anything at all. So basically all it did really was push the whole beat together a little bit, and kind of bring everything closer together in terms of dynamic range. Next thing I'll do is I'll use Slate. Slate's super dope. I recently got it, and I use the FG, it's called FGX. It's a compressor, and then they call it FG level, but it's really like, to me, it's one of those like magic plugins that it just makes stuff sound better. So it has right here, you can see transients, gain, dynamic perception, how hard or smooth it's gonna hit, and your on and off button. I usually don't use the compressor, so I'm gonna turn it off. And then with this, it's just literally what it says. You can add punch, you can add high-end detail, add gain, and you can either close the dynamic range or open it a little bit. So I usually use it to add a little bit of punch, so I'll play it and you can hear what I usually do to go through it. So I just add a little bit of punch, a little bit of detail. I use the dynamic perception, basically meaning I'm making it basically less dynamic, pushing everything together. And now I'm gonna just like A and B it, bypass it, see what I did. super subtle. So now I'm gonna do that with both of the plugins I use, the Maximizer and the Slate Digital. So yeah, so you can hear it basically get a little louder, a little bit more punchy. You can hear the high end come out a little bit. And I didn't kill the kick or the 808, so it's still coming through. So that's pretty basic what I do for beats. I usually won't do much more than that with just a beat. If I'm throwing vocals on there, I'll usually bounce this maybe without the mastering, and then I'll just add to the master bus with the vocals as like one track or one song, one project. So it'd be like a wave or MP3 of the beat, and then I'll mix that into the vocals. And that's basically how like it's really put together nowadays when it comes to rap and R&B. It's really just like a vocal project, like vocal sessions, like hook, lead, all that, and then you add the beat underneath that, and then you mix that together, and then you master that. But just for beats, like I'm gonna post it on a beat store, post it on Instagram, YouTube, send it to an artist, see if they like it. This is basically what I'll do just to make the beat punch a little bit, make it sound, make it smack enough so that way they want to pick that beat. Because if it's too quiet, if it's not hitting hard enough, they're not going to pick it no matter how dope the beat is. So that's basically all I do. I'm going to play through it one more time and hit me in the comments with any questions. And I'll try to make a video off that.